At tonight's WWE Smackdown episode, we saw 3 big debuts, one top champion challenged for a match, return of one WWE superstar, and much more. Let's look at what happened on tonight's WWE Smackdown episode. Ronda Rousey kicked off Friday's broadcast team with a no-nonsense promo. She placed the blame solely on herself, but expressed a desire for a rematch with Charlotte Flair, an I Quit match. Charlotte Flair laughed the challenge off, questioned Rousey's moniker, and told her rival to get to the back of the line. A defiant Rousey promised to inflict pain next time they met up. Next, the New Day had an entertaining pre-match promo. The first match of the night was Xavier Woods vs. Botch. The match was small. Woods defeated Botch with a small package. Botch was livid after the loss, throwing chops and punches at teammates Simos and Riz Holland. This was Botch's in-ring debut. Backstage, Sami Zayn talked to Adam Pearce about his WrestleMania loss and managed to put his own foot in his mouth, promising to fight the next wrestler to walk through the door. That guy, Drew McIntyre. Despite Zayn asking Adam Pearce not to, Pearce booked the match. Ludwig Kaiser, formerly known as Marcel Barthel from NXT, was out next to introduce Gunther to the crowd. The ring general made his SmackDown debut versus Joe Alonzo. Alonzo took chops to the chest before Gunther dropped him in the ring. The former NXT UK champion hit his signature powerbomb and picked up the easy win in his debut match on SmackDown. Former NXT Women's Champion Raquel Rodriguez, formerly known as Raquel Gonzalez, was backstage and revealed that she was also on the blue brand now. Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss were out next, and Corbin blamed Moss for his loss at WrestleMania. Corbin told Moss to tell him a joke like his job depended on it, and Madcap made fun of him in return. A brawl broke out, and Corbin tossed out of the ring by his former best friend Madcap Moss. The next match was Drew McIntyre vs. Sami Zayn. The match begins and Zayn immediately rolls outside the ring. Towards the end of the match, McIntyre goes for the Claymore and Sami Zayn escapes the ring yet again, this time escaping through the crowd for a countout finish. So the winner of the match was Drew McIntyre by countout. Lacey Evans was back on SmackDown with a new persona. We got an emotional promo about her childhood before moving on to the next match. The next match was WWE Women's Tag Team Champion Sasha Banks vs. Liv Morgan. The match was great. Towards the end of the match, Sasha Banks goes for a superplex, but Liv Morgan counters with a small package for the pin and won the match. After days of teasing the WWE Universe with the next step in the island of relevance, undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns delivered the big reveal. He wants the Usos to go to Raw and challenge for the tag titles, so the Bloodline can hold all of the gold. Shinsuke Nakamura interrupted the proceedings, teasing a feud with the head of the table, only to be laid out by the Usos in an anticlimactic end to the show. What do you think about the SmackDown tonight? Comment below.